So guys, let's talk about the upcoming DCU Superman movie. It seems within the last few days, a toy list has leaked online, giving us confirmation of one of the movie's villains that was in dispute, and gives us some other additional information about other potential characters and villains that could be appearing in this movie. It goes without saying, if you don't want to know any of this information, then click off this video now. It could potentially be seen as spoilers, although I don't think any of this information has been confirmed by James Gunn this far, so take it with a grain of salt. But as a fan, it's really interesting to dive into this information. So let's get into it, let's break it down, and let's see what we can potentially learn about the upcoming Superman movie. So this comes to us from comicbookmovie.com. Superman merchandise listing confirms identity of movie's villain and a few other interesting additions. So we're going to quickly dive into this, have a bit of a read about the details surrounding the movie, then we'll check out that toy list and see what we can learn from it and see what's listed on the toys. So Superman set photos revealed more about the movie than filmmaker James Gunn probably would have liked, including a first look at the mysterious masked villain with a U on his chest, who we saw make short work of the Man of Steel. So for those of you who may not have seen, a set leak came out with pictures of Superman being arrested by this villain with a U on his chest. So this was the villain here. This comes to us from Reddit, by the way. So we have this kind of masked figure here, all in black. He's got this U on his chest, and there was a big debate going on online, you know, about it potentially being two different characters. One on the one side, people were saying it's Ultraman. On the other side, they were saying Ulysses. So there was kind of a debate as to who this villain was actually going to be. But in this toy list leak, it kind of confirms who this character is potentially going to be. So yeah, that was the character there, all in black, arresting Superman with the U on his chest. We've got this picture here as well. This picture here is fantastic, by the way. I love this picture. So we've got Frank Grillo here. We've got Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr. We've got this character here with the U on his chest. We've got what looks to be a load of soldiers. And Superman's being arrested. And yeah, absolutely fantastic image. So that's the character that's in dispute there, guys. So going back over here. Much has been said about whether it's Ultraman or Ulysses, like I was just saying. But the former has now been confirmed courtesy of an official listing of upcoming DC Direct merchandise. We still believe Ultraman will be Lex Luthor creation, and likely a Superman clone gone wrong. In fact, we'd put money on this being Gunn's take on Bizarro. That would be so interesting to have that. So lending weight to the theory that Lex is a mad scientist is the fact that this figure will have a baby kaiju. Yeah, so we'll get into that in just a sec, but this baby kaiju is very weird. A lot of people are very confused about what this is or where it came from or what kind of ramifications it has. But we'll get into that in a sec when we talk about the toy list or the merchandising list. There's also a full-sized kaiju we'd imagine battles the title hero at some point. A few months ago, a description of an early trailer mentioned Supes squaring off with a monster of some sort. As for who or what Baby Joe is, your guess is as good as ours. So with that down, with some of that information kind of filled in there, let's go over to this post here. This comes to us from Daniel Rickman. For those of you who may not know, Daniel Rickman, he's one of these online social media scoopers. He talks about popular culture, you know, DC movies, Marvel movies. He gets a lot of insider information, scoops. He gets a lot of things right. He gets some things wrong. So like I say, take this information with a pinch of salt. But let's dive into this merchandising list or toy list, whichever you want to call it. And let's break it down and let's see what we can learn from it here. So it says here, Ultraman confirmed via new toy listing for Superman film. So it's confirmed it's Ultraman and not Ulysses. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I think that's how you say it, Ulysses. So let's take a look at this list. So we have deluxe 7-inch Superman with Krypto. Obviously, we had that image that James Gunn put out recently with Superman and Krypto sat on the moon, looking at the Earth in the background. Very wholesome image. Just Superman sat with his dog. I absolutely love that image. Then we have deluxe 7-inch Lex Luthor with baby kaiju. So we have this baby kaiju. There's a lot of people in the comment section. What is this baby kaiju? How does it factor in? Is it potentially going to be some sort of monster weapon that Lex Luthor unleashes that Superman has to fight in the movie? That's going to be quite interesting to see how that pans out. Then we have deluxe 7-inch. By the way, when it says deluxe 7-inch, I'm assuming it means deluxe 7-inch like action figure. I'm assuming that's what it means. Then we have Ultraman, and then in brackets Superman. So it says here Ultraman. So if this toy list is an official kind of toy list, merchandising list, it does say Ultraman here. So it seems that this character back over here that we looked at with the U on his chest, it looks like it's confirmed that that is in fact Ultraman. The debate between Ultraman and Ulysses, it looks like it's over if this toy list is to be believed. Continuing on, multiverse 7-inch, we have Superman movie, we have Superman. Multiverse 7-inch, Metamorpho. We already know that Metamorpho is going to be in the movie. James Gunn's confirmed that. Then we have DC theatrical 12-inch, Superman, obviously in the Superman movie. So a 12-inch figure of Superman. Then we have DC Superman movie Megafig Kaiju. So Megafig Kaiju. So like I said, it looks like there's going to be a kaiju, like a monster. There was some sort of leak a few months back, like it said in the article, about Superman fighting a monster or a kaiju. Is it going to be the prologue, kind of showing us an action scene with Superman fighting a monster? Is it potentially something where the Justice League have to team up at the end of the movie to fight a kaiju? It's going to be interesting to see how it kind of factors into the movie. Moving on to the next set of toys here. So we have 5-inch figures, Metamorpho, Green Lantern Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, Ultraman, again, seems to confirm Ultraman, obviously Superman himself. Then we move on to DC Direct Superpower Vehicles, the T-Craft. So that's Mr. Terrific's flying craft. That looks like that's going to be in the movie. That would be really cool to see. Then we move on to DC Superpowers playset, the Fortress of Solitude. So it looks like there's going to be a playset of the Fortress of Solitude. That's pretty cool. Then we have the collector vinyl figures, Baby Joe. Whatever Baby Joe is. Again, a lot of people are very confused. Baby Joe? What is Baby Joe? That's very, nobody knows, nobody seems to understand what that is. Again, Baby Kaiju. And then at the bottom here, we have Metamorpho. And that's kind of where the list cuts off. It looks like there is more information below, but it's not included. We can't see it, unfortunately. So yeah, Ultraman seems to be... So what we can learn from this list, it seems that, just to sum up, it seems like there's going to be a Baby Kaiju. There's going to be Ultraman, which is confirmed to be this character here. And then there's another character called Baby Joe. And, you know, a lot of people are kind of questioning what is Baby Joe. Don't really know what that is. And obviously we have that Kaiju. We have Mr. Terrific's kind of flying craft. The Fortress of Solitude playset. And, but the biggest piece of information just seems to be that Ultraman is confirmed over Ulysses. Like I say, there was that huge debate online about which character it was going to be. And yeah, I'm interested to see how this works out. It looks like it could potentially be a Superman clone that Lex Luthor made. And they're arresting Superman here. So did they set Superman up for a certain crime, or, you know, what's going on here? But it's going to be very interesting to see how this event plays out. I think that's kind of all the information we have here, really, regarding this merchandising leak. The rest of it is just kind of talking about the Superman movie itself. Have a pause and read here, guys. It's got the characters here, and then it's got kind of what's, you know, the kind of synopsis. But we've talked about it ad nauseum on the channel, so I won't go through it again. Superman is set to be released in theaters July 11th, 2025. That date is approaching us faster than you know, guys. And a lot of people are saying that we could potentially get a teaser or trailer towards the end of the year. But who knows? We just don't know at this point. But yeah, man, the marketing is ramping up with that picture of Superman and Crypto. James Gunn's beginning to throw out pieces of marketing as we get closer to that July date of next year. So it's going to be interesting to see how this movie plays out. But this toy list here, if it's to be believed, there's nothing here to say where this has come from, the source of this information. Daniel Rickman here, who released this merchandising list, it doesn't say where it came from, what's the source of this information. So as always, like I say, take it with a grain of salt. But if it is to be believed, the fact that Ultraman is confirmed, I think that's very interesting. I can't wait to see what they do with that in the movie. But guys, I throw it off to you. What do you think about that merchandising list that's confirming this is Ultraman? And what do you think about that Baby Joe as well that was listed down here, the collector vinyl figure Baby Joe? What do you think that could be? What do you think that could potentially be? And also, what do you think about this Baby Kaiju as well? How do you think that will factor in? So guys, thanks so much for watching, and like I say, can't wait to hear your thoughts down in the comment section, and be sure to hit that like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in the next video.